George Washington Carver was born during the Civil War in Missouri, and since his mother was a slave of Moses Carver, he was known in his early years simply as Carver's George. Moses Carver was a hard-working farmer who did not approve of slavery but had no other way of acquiring farm hands. The Carvers raised George as they would have raised a son, giving him a few chores to do and allowing him to explore the woods. After his chores were finished, he became fascinated with the natural world. With their blessing, George left the Carvers to search for a Negro school when he was just a boy. He earned a living as a cook, houseworker, laundryman, and seamster. It was as he enrolled at school that he adopted the name George Washington Carver. When he felt he was ready, he applied to colleges and was eventually accepted at Simpson College in Iowa. Then in 1894, he transferred from there to Iowa State College. Upon graduation, he was offered a faculty post teaching systematic botany. In 1896, the administrators at Tuskegee Institute in Alabama offered Professor Carver the opportunity to head its newly formed Department of Agriculture, and he jumped at the opportunity, even though the department was largely, on paper only. Carver put together a laboratory and began the work that would become his life. He began a campaign of education for every farmer he met. He taught farmers to rotate their crops and virtually single-handedly launched and promoted the peanut industry as an alternative to cotton. He identified 145 useful products made from peanuts and lobbied hard for a traffic on peanuts so the peanut industry might develop. He also developed a number of medicine from barks and herbs, discovered unusual dyes and pigments, and found countless new uses for old products, and he never took out a patent or sought to commercialize his findings. He was interested only in helping other human beings. Above all, he valued a simple life of research and teaching. He received numerous awards and honors in agricultural chemistry, both in the United States and England, and in later years, he poured his life's savings into the Carver Foundation for Agriculture Research. He and President Franklin Delano Roosevelt spoke often of their joint desire to see people everywhere, better fed, better housed, and better clothed. Also an artist, Carver never thought it unusual that he enjoyed embroidery, knitting, crochet, and painting. He enjoyed designing unusual patterns and working with different textures. Painting, and creating and collecting delicate handicrafts were his lifelong hobbies. Carver was never ashamed of his faith. When a reporter once asked him about his philosophy of life, he replied, "I go into the woods, and there I gather specimens and study the great lesson that nature is eager to teach us. Alone in the woods each morning I best hear and understand God's plan for me." God is still in the business of changing lives through people. Make yourself available. You can be a world changer. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, also comment if necessary.